I'm finally saying it out loud and I carved it into the vow. Booth lit like a shrine and glow too heavy to allow. Or so thick as plague and I'm the one holding the crown. This ain't a face, this is destiny, watch me burn it all down. I will wander to the wreckage of a borrowed dream. Rather call my scripture and the thunder to the heavens scream. Rather break the chains that keep me silent than to crumble whole. Rather bleed these being insistent till they shake your soul. 12 rounds with the devil, my fists are made of psalms and steel. Every scar I carry is a sermon, every doubt I kill. Headphones deep inside a static word, a painter's cinematic. Alchemy of trauma and magic made chaos systematic. Where the will to bend a fate and torch a lie behind the grace. Where to spit the scar and see the victory I didn't face. Where to bleed to be with a quick grin and hollow eyes that gleam. Or strong enough to face the core, I'm trying to rip a dream. Built from pain into pain itself is begging me for more. Where the will is whole, take over real, kicking every door. Watch a choke on smoke when destiny's finally forced to kneel. This ain't rap, this is a reckoning, you're gonna have to feel. They won't trans, I will fracture every state they think they own. Will share groups like I'm preaching, resurrection to the bone. Rather close to fake, never try to conform to someone's frame. Rather twist his bars until the syllables are screaming flames. Hunger got a soul, my ambition got 1,000 layers deep. Where the will to wish for anything, I don't beg, I don't weep. Where to be homeless in the gun and then surrender to the vision. Global with the means of my face car with surgical precision. For cold scars across history, I scan that pain with reason. Every verse of full confession, the rhythm is my religion. Rather be homeless in the concrete than to quit upon the grind. With a label, wanna cut the check, then better triple sign. I'm a war machine with a global domination written in my blood. You can't box my aura in a corner, I was born to flood. Fuck the fake streets, I've been building up my empire brick by sweat. No gimmick and no ghost pen, understand that every line's a threat. I don't chase the trends, I make the labels line up and compete. If you ain't talking millions at table, then don't take a seat. Pussy rappers fragile, break them all apart for sport. I turn contracts into coughs in the body every chord. Rather bleed my soul in a boot than fake it for a chain. Shady ways worldwide, remember, I was born inside the pain. Directly in the face of failure, choked it down inside its sleep. Snap the next of every last rebel with bars 6 inches deep. Mirror cracked, I can see the ghost of everything I was before. Now I drip and molten gold and let the devil try to settle scores. Dinner table set with demons, serving drama up a steak. Every single blade they ever swung at me, I remain in a faith. Never bowed a single inch to hype. My scripture lives inside the fight. I resurrect the silence into crowds and force my throne is fight. About the storm and a liberated sentence written by fate. Every single syllable guillotine designed to sever the debate. I ride with the blood of every angel that I've slaughtered on the way. Turn every contract into action that the cosmos finally pay. King of the curse and a high king priest of every pen that bleeds. I baptize every beat inside apocalypse and plant my seeds. Rather burn 1,000 war before I ever surrender my throne. Every score embedded in my flesh is a gospel that I own. Mike's my altar and the bush my cathedral built at sea. I flood entire kindness rhythm and baptize them in me. I know the fire burn inside, I don't kneel to any award. My will is the only weapon that I carry, my pain is a cord. I'm the silence after that nation, I'm the voice of the void. Every false crown, every place of frauds get shattered and destroyed. From the gutter to the galaxies, my grind has never once slept. Rather die upon this mic than live a life that's shallow and bereft. Rather will to fall for clout, rather scream than whisper doubt. Rather zone completely in and silence every street throughout. Rather bleed the truth when I bleed in every bar I keep. Vibes are on a frequency so strong it cuts the devil deep. This ain't rap, that's creed of every scar I ever earned. Every cut, every seed, every lesson that I learned. Rather will so I bleed to be until the book go dark. Shitty ways to turn on, I've been carving out my mark. Rather will to fall for clout, rather scream to whisper doubt. Rather zone completely in and silence every street throughout. Rather bleed the truth when I'm bleeding every bar I keep. Vibes are on a frequency so strong it cuts the devil deep. This ain't rap, it's a creed of every scar I ever earned. Every cut and every seed and every lesson that I learned. Rather will, so I bleed to be until the boot goes dark. Shady ways eternal, I've been carving out my mark. I don't whisper to the darkness, I explode and every line's a grenade. Your idols bow to the algorithm while I rewrite the arcade. Rather bleed in my everything in the booth, they bow to any fad. I spend nuclear truth into the fall that leaves your ego stone dead and clad. My shadow screams a frequency that drowns your studio crowd. I channel every storm and wrap the thunder in a burial shroud. Every rhyme I build a dagger, every bar I spit's a crusade. I'm a cathedral mirror to the darkness, and every beat is a blade. Rather goes to fake, keeps riding on her manufactured throne. I feast upon the weak and cast the unknown into the unknown. Global ambition run through my veins, I inhale the skyline whole. Reverse a blueprint for destruction, every word takes its toll. I am the virus living in silence and the prophet in the smoke. Every mic I ever touched burned chains and shattered every yoke. Rap crucifixion I said while every pretender has to crawl. I write the holy war inside the boot to watch the empire's fall. I spit the scars before I'd ever fabricate a dollar or a name. My grind is painted scripture and my pen bleeds health inside the flame. I bend the fabric of time with cadence and I fracture every beat. Your bars dissolve in the atmosphere while my echoes repeat. I am the apex of the pain, the zenith of the wrath, the crown. Every line a living cathedral built to never be torn down. Rather be the curse and never be compliant with the lie. Shitty ways eternal, global sunrise, watch me multiply. Rather will, then wish, then wait, then fold, then fake, then break, then bow. I bleed to be, I bleed to be, I bleed to be. Rather will, then the wish to wait to fold and fake to break them bow. I bleed to be, I bleed to be, I bleed to be. Rap crucifixion I send while every pretender has to crawl. I write the holy words out of food to watch the empires fall. I spit this card before I ever fabricate a dollar or a name. My grind is painted script in my pen, but it's held inside the flame. I find the fabric of the time with cadence, and I fracture every beat. Your bars dissolve in the atmosphere while my echoes repeat. I'm the apex of the pain, the sentence of the wrath, the crown. Every line of living continue built to never be torn down. Rather be the curse and never be compliant with the lie. Shitty waves eternal, oracle, Mickey fucking prayers. Eternal Zeitgeist Records. Hey look, hailing from 503 South County, that's me, your boy, Rad Will. I don't wish to wait for the fake and break and bow. I bleed the beat, I bleed the beat, I bleed the beat, I bleed the beat, I bleed the beat. Float or fucking die. Fuck you.